Hi, my name is Nalani, and the topic that I was assigned is to compare and contrast the absorptive and the post-absorptive states. So, the absorptive state is also known as the fed state, and this is a time during and shortly following a meal where the ingested nutrients are being broken down in the small intestines and absorbed in the GI tract. So during this time, the body is rich with glucose, and glucose serves as the major energy source. And due to the elevated blood glucose levels, the body is being regulated by insulin. And since most of the cells use glucose for energy, very little of the other nutrients that were also ingested are being used for energy at this time. Extra nutrients that are not being immediately used can be stored as glycogen and or triglycerides. So this picture was on our lecture, and this shows, not this picture was on our lecture, and it shows the GI tract. So when the nutrients go into the GI tract, it can generate ATP. Excess glucose can be converted into triglycerides and stored for later use. It can also be synthesized into glycogen, and glycogen is a polysaccharide by chemically linking glucose, and that is an anabolic reaction. So the next state is the post-absorptive state, which is also known as the fasting state. An average meal is completely absorbed in about 4 hours, and at this time your stomach is empty and your small intestines are empty, and the body needs to maintain an adequate glucose level to nourish the brain and the spinal cord. So they will use nutrients that were stored to do this. The synthesis of proteins and fats are reduced, and the body starts doing a catabolic reaction. So it breaks down fats and it breaks down glycogen to make the glucose. So the post-absorptive state, the nutrients are stored in the adipose tissue and in the liver and in the muscles. And the favorite process is lipolysis, which is the breakdown of fat, or glycogenolysis, which is the breakdown of glycogen into glucose. And you also have glyconeogenesis, which is the production of glucose from non-carbohydrate nutrients like proteins and fats. The major active hormone during the post-absorptive state is glucagon, which helps to elevate blood glucose. So I just have a few questions. Glycogen is formed in the liver during what state? And the answer to that is the absorptive state. So 2, the time during and shortly after eating when nutrients are flushed into the blood from the GI tract is called that is also called the absorptive state. The period when the GI tract is empty and energy sources are supplied by the breakdown of body reserves, that is the post-absorptive state. 2 more. State where the macromolecules are being synthesized and stored. And this state is the absorptive state. Like I said, the excess is used to make triglycerides and also glycogen, and it's stored for later use during the post-absorptive state. And so state where our metabolism undergoes gluconeogenesis, and that is the post-absorptive state. And remember, gluconeogenesis is the production of glucose using non-carbohydrate nutrients.